Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down. Now
Clark to throw on 1st down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clark. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Clark. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Let's go now. 19-18.
Clark on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Stewart up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, Stewart on the toss. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Jackson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle now with Stewart. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Jackson now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Ravens They're going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Throwing is Jackson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. 3rd and goal, Jackson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Clark. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Clark now throwing on 1st down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Clark. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Bills at 6-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun. Clark. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
They go back to Stewart on first. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Jackson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Clark. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Jackson's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On second down, Jackson. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Bennett. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jackson will throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. The final, 22-10. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. 21-16, the final. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 41, here's second down and 5.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bennett. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Now Stewart on first down.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Second down and 8.
Here's Jackson to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Stewart. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Here's Clark. Throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Clark.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now Clark from the gun on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Jackson looking deep for Bennett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On third down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Clark. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. $16 yards there. The Bills have a 1st down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Here's a 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Clark. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Let's go.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle.
His kick is good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Ravens taking the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
This is Stewart again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Jackson.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down to the 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And Jackson throwing once more. He finds his man complete. It's Bennett. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
The handoff comes to Stewart. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Three yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Buffalo, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.